It's volleyball time in East Central Ohio. From AVC Sports and YRPtv on YouTube and Facebook, yourradioplace.com. Now, let's go courtside for our pregame show. High school volleyball from AVC Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pickering North High School, site of the Division IV Regional Semifinal Volleyball Tournament between the Meadowbrook Colts and the Riverview Lady Black Bears. I'm Bill Castler. Joining me, Brett Klein. Brett, these two teams are not strangers to each other, but they're meeting in regional play tonight. And boy, regional experience will play into this volleyball game.
Yes, it absolutely will, Bill. You know, we look at both of these teams. We have an NVL matchup, which is going to benefit both of these teams because not only did these two teams see each other on September 16th, but that game went into 5 sets. So obviously you get into the tournament, stakes are much higher, teams are much more developed. You know what to expect out of the other team. So I'm expecting a really good one here. And as you talked about, the regional semifinal level, we have teams that are not familiar to this stage. We're going to look at the Meadowbrook Colts, starting with them. You know, somebody asked me the other day, how good really are the Meadowbrook Colts? Well, Bill, since 2019-2020, since that season, the Meadowbrook Colts are 139-18. 18 losses since the 2019-2020 season, and they have had 7 regional appearances, including 2 of those. They made it to the state Final Four. Unfortunately, you know, you get to the state Final Four, you play some very good competition up there. But looking at the Meadowbrook Lady Colts since 2019-2020, they've only lost to 6 MVL games. And, you know, even looking at what they've put away this year, their 2 losses, neither of those opponents are MVL losses. First game of the season, they had a little tri-team tournament. It involved Dover. They lost 2-0. And, of course, Dover, a Division III powerhouse. And then the other one, Archbishop Hoban, one of those Akron-Canton schools. They are a private school, so I won't say anything more than that. But
they are still in the tournament as well, I believe.
A good team nonetheless. And then you look at Riverview. They have a handful of losses. And a team that has given Meadowbrook fits also gave Riverview fits. So their losses coming to New Lexington. They lost to London, which I believe the winner of this game, Bill, you have who they will be playing.
London and Circleville will play in the other regional semifinal. And, of course, the winners of both the games will play in the regional final. That'll be here on Saturday. If the Lady Colts win, you and I will be back here to broadcast that game as well. So looking forward to what we think will be an excellent match tonight, Brett. These teams, as you said, familiar with each other. Of course, Meadowbrook won the MVL. Riverview surprisingly finished 3rd. New Lexington was 2nd. They're still alive in the Division V tournament. So some good volleyball in the MVL, and good volleyball prepares you for this kind of a game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Meadowbrook did. You know, their 2 losses is not because they, you know, had a bad game. Their 2 losses are because they played some very tough opponents, and same for Riverview. You know, they played New Lexington, and they gave them some fits, and they played, you know, other teams, as I mentioned before, like London, who's still in the tournament. They're in the regional semifinal. So you're playing good teams, so that way when you have to play other good teams, you kind of know how to be good. And, you know, we take a look back at what Meadowbrook has done. 6th straight Sweet 16 appearance, which, you know, as we talked about on our way up here, it's not like, you know, an expectation that you're going to make it to the, you know, the Sweet 16, but okay, we made it back. Now how far can we take it past that?
Consistency is the hallmark of success, but, you know, having made 2 state tournaments and having won just 1 match in those state tournaments, you know that Coach Zender and her Lady Colts want to go on to the state Final Four this year, and they want to have some success. They want to get a chance at that brass ring. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, last year, the Meadowbrook Colts were in this exact gymnasium. We were here for that game as they played Vincent Warren, the Warriors, and that was a loss in the regional semifinal, 3-2. That match went to 5 sets, and like I said, we were here for that game. But the previous 2 years, they were in the Final Four. They had losses to Archbishop McNicholas. Again, we were there for that one at the Nutter Center at Wright State University, and they lost to Coldwater in the state semifinal. Those were 3-0 and 3-1.
We were there for that one as well.
We absolutely were there for that one.
We do not miss when the Lady Colts are here, and like I said, they have you know, consistency is the hallmark of success, and basically we've seen a lot of success out of this team from Byesville. So you know they're going to make it to the regionals usually. They have a lot of confidence. They feel good about their chances when they get into one of these situations. It's just getting to that state tournament and picking up a win. That will give them the confidence they need to feel that they can take the state crown.
Absolutely, and if we take a look at the last time the Meadowbrook Colts weren't in the Sweet 16, Bill, They were a member of the ECOL. That was the 2019-2020 season. They finished that year 17-8, 8-7 in the ECOL, and they lost to John Glenn in the district finals. That was the last time the Meadowbrook Colts weren't in the regional tournament. They were a member of a completely different league that I don't think exists anymore.
It does not exist anymore, and that's a credit to Coach Zender. She's come in and she has built a program here. You have to give a lot of credit to her. Of course, good coaches need good players, and good coaches develop good players. We're going to see some good ones tonight for the Lady Colts. Hey, let's start out with the setter, number 4, Addie Sitchna. She's a 3-year starter at setter. That's like having a 3-year starter at quarterback. You know where the ball's going to go. If she gets a good pass, she's going to get it to the right hitter. The right hitter is going to put it down. So Addie's very key. Journey Nicola, the libero, she's a key in the passing game. You will see her in the backcourt wearing the white jersey, and I will tell you something right now. They like to get her the ball. Service reception or on defense, they want her to pass that first ball. She's going to get Addie a good pass. If Addie gets a good pass, you're going to see some offense out of the Colts. Some of the hitters you need to watch for: Nat Norman, number 10. Number 11, Addie Schulteis. She's just a freshman. She's a player. Number 13, Nora Smithberger. Number 12, Lila Thompson. And let's not forget number 7, Presley Valentine. She's a left-hander. That puts her on the opposite side. That's very key. The Colts have 5 very good hitters.
Yeah, and you're talking about those 5 really good hitters. I've had the opportunity to see the Colts the past 2 games, and out of all of those players you just named, Bill, guess what? Only one is a senior.
Yes. That is true. Now, I'll tell you what, the couple losses that will be coming up that they'll be hard to replace. Journey Nicola, she's a 4-year starter. She's a libero. So in terms of passing, she's a senior. Summer Ginn, 5'5". Summer Ginn is a defensive specialist, and I'll tell you something right now. She will be missed in the backcourt, and, of course, the senior setter, Addie Sitchna, and Nora Smithberger, I believe, is a senior as well. So Nora will be missed. So there will be some losses, but boy, you've got Addie Schulteis, who's had a great year coming back. She probably is the Colts' top hammer this year.
Such an impressive player, and as you mentioned, in Addie Schulteis, and you look at what she's been able to accomplish this season. Obviously, high school volleyball, they are, I believe, required to enter their statistics into Max Prep. So we have a handful of numbers here. And Schulteis on the year, 3.1 kills a set. On the season, 246. And she has 2 teammates in Nat Norman and Nora Smithberger, who are also in that 200 range. Also pretty good aces in a set. She might be a powerhouse at that line, but she leads the team with 0.8 aces a set. So that's really good for them. And then you look at blocks, they have a high number of blocks as well. They have 23, 24, 25, and she is leading the team in blocks with 25.
She is, and let's repeat that one more time. She is a freshman.
Yes.
So you've got 3 more years of probably your top hitter, Addie Schulteis, coming back. And that is going to be something special for the Lady Colts. Hey, let's talk about the Lady Black Bears. They've got some players as well. Number 14, Haley Balo. Boy, 6'1" senior, outside hitter, middle hitter. She defines the word hammer.
Yeah, we're watching both of these teams in pregame, and I told you Riverview, they started off, with their hits, and they looked really impressive. And then Meadowbrook came up afterwards, and they looked just as impressive. So I think this is going to be not only a good game, but a good rematch of the loss that the Lady Black Bears took earlier in this season. So as we wind down this pregame clock and get ready for the national anthem, man, I'm expecting some fireworks. And, if you're watching at home, you should be ready for some as well.
Couple more players to watch for the Black Bears. Layla Olinger, she's a good hitter, and their setter, Kelsey Smith, number 12.
Well, with that, we're getting ready to go into the national anthem here at Pickerington North High School. So we'll be right back following the national anthem and starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. So honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country to defend these freedoms, you are invited now to stand and hear our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. officials assigned to this game have met all requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been selected for their important role through a system of approved by the Board of Directors. Includes the involvement of coaches and athletic administrators at participating schools. At this time, please welcome the officials, Mark Rose, Jack Wells, Chris Howell, and Lucy Clintworth. The student athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and you are requested to treat them with respect in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now, fans, let's get to the introductions. Let's introduce first the visiting coaching staff of the Meadowbrook Colts. The head coach of the Colts is Kelly Zander. She's assisted by Morgan Howe, Jeff Barrows, Brooke Black, and Avery Black. And now, fans, the coaching staff for the River View Lady Bears. The head coach of the Lady Bears is the Goldener. She's assisted by Kerry Smith, DJ Griffith, Cassie Reaper, Stephanie Schneider, Haley Wallace, and Tiffany Fisher. And let's meet the reserves for the Meadowbrook Colts. Number 1, Lily Rudd. Number 2, Hayden Barrows. Number 6, Kara Launer. Number 7, Presley Valentine. And now let's meet the starters for the Meadowbrook Colts. Wearing number 4, Addison Sixna. A senior wearing number 9, Summer Gibb. A junior wearing number 10, Natalie Norman. A freshman wearing number 11, Addison Schultz. A junior wearing number 12, Lila Thompson. And a senior wearing number 13, Nora Smithberger. And finally, a senior, the libero, number 5, Jordan Kola. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the reserves for the Riverview Lady Bears. Wearing number 1, Alexa Fisher. A junior wearing number 2, Addison Overson. A sophomore wearing number 4, Lyndon Fry. A junior wearing number 5, Kendall Weldon. A sophomore wearing number 7, Maya Dustin. A sophomore wearing number 10, Kylie Meyer. A sophomore wearing number 11, Audrey Buxton. And a sophomore wearing number 15, Alyssa Justice. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Lady Bears. A sophomore wearing number 3, Remy Lewis. A junior wearing number 6, Amy Wright. A senior wearing number 9, Haley Meyer. A junior wearing number 12, Kelsey Smith. A junior wearing number 13, Lila Olinger. And a senior wearing number 14, Haley Baylor. And previously mentioned, the libero, number 4, Lyndon Fry.
Welcome back to Pickering North High School. Getting ready now for the initial serve. Let's go over our officials. Mark Rose will be up on the stand for the first game. Jack Wells will be under the net. The linesmen are Chris Howe and Lucy Clintworth. Get ready. Colts and the Black Bears, round 2. Ought to be a good one.
You know, if you would have told me in the regular season that these two teams met, went to 5 sets, and of course they're the top 2 seeds in the East, and now they're playing each other in the regional semifinals, I would say both teams have something to prove. The Colts looking to prove that they can remain consistent, and the Black Bears proving that their recent success isn't a fluke, that they can be the top dog.
All right. Getting ready now as Lady Colts are on the floor, Lady Black Bears are on the floor. Of course, you're watching this volleyball game on YRPtv. We're happy to bring it to you.
Absolutely. You know, you could watch most of, other than that very first game, but every game of Meadowbrook's tournament run is available on yourradioplace.com.
Both the district games, yes. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Including their district's final win over the East Liverpool Potters. I was up there with Dave Hilliard at Tusky Valley, and then we picked up their sectional final game against the Morgan Raiders.
You know, I was in Bermuda, or I'd have been here. I know.
Glad to have you back on volleyball, Bill. It's time for some Sweet 16 action.
Let's do it. All right. First server, number 12, Kelsey Smith. She's the setter. Ball's in. Nice up. Sichna's got it to the outside. That roll is down in the middle. Riverview can't cover. Number 13, Layla Olinger can't get there. 1-0 Colts. Serve goes to Addie Sichna.
I think that was the right play there because you're getting to that first set of the game and everybody's emotions are high. You go ahead and go with that light touch. It's kind of something that not many people would expect.
Set to the middle. That's hit and blocked by the Lady Colts. Point. That's number 13, Nora Smithberger for the Lady Colts.
Riverview did a good job on that block there. They were both there, double block. As we talked about on our way up here, 4 hands. They were at the net, but when it was deflected on their side, they just weren't able to get a good hit back onto the field of play.
Sichna's second serve is in. That's short. Nice bump by the libero. That's up. Ball's hit and dug. Here comes a hit to the weak side. Ball is dumped outside. Lady Colts are up 3-0. Off to a good start as Meadowbrook.
Yeah, with Riverview having that first serve, doing a good job capitalizing and turning that table around, and definitely the start you want for the Colts.
Sichna's third serve. That ball's in. Bumped up. Nice. That backline hit. That's hit, but bump. Dig was good. Ball's up. To the outside. Blocked by the Lady Colts. To the outside. That's 13. That is Olinger. Olinger's hit. Now here's a weak side hit. That is number 7. That is Presley Valentine. Back again. Olinger's hit is a little long. Ball was set behind her a little bit, Brett, and she got behind it, pushing it out of bounds.
Good eyes by the, that back line there to take a look at that ball and say, nope, not worth it, going out.
Sichna's serve out of bounds. So a service error on Addie Sichna, but a good run by Sichna. 4-1 now is the score. Colts in front.
That's a good start for the Colts to go up 4-0 and a big break for the Black Bears. They have that ball back in their service now.
Olinger needs to put a couple points up for the Black Bears. Balo's up in the front line too. That'll help. To the outside. Nice job by Smithberger. Balo with the hit. Good job by the Colts. Outside. Ball's dug up by Riverview. Balo again. Another hit. Nice dig. That's going to be tight.
Good rally starting. Looks like they're going to be a net violation.
Yeah, and that's a good call. The dig was good, but pass was into the net a little bit. It took the setter into the net, so that'll give the Black Bears a point. Olinger with another serve here.
And we'll see, Bill, tonight if any long rallies happen, who's going to be able to capitalize on that.
Nice set. Sichna with the jump set to the outside. I think that was Smithberger with the kill.
Bill, based on what I just saw on our ABC Sports replay, that might have been Addie Schulteis. But I could be wrong.
Sichna. Norman with the hit. That's blocked. Middle hit. Schulteis gets it. Dug back up, and that's going to be point Black Bears. 5-3. That time, Lady Colts set up Addie Schulteis, and she could not put it away. Balo up there on the block. She's a she's a big blocker to get around.
Yeah, she's definitely led the team this season as we looked at the statistics there, but they had the opportunity to get that ball, back into play, but
Great dig. Norman with a little roll. Out of the net, kid. Pull it out.
as I mentioned earlier, their defense just not able to get that ball. It went backwards, not forward, so.
Smart volleyball, a little roll into the middle of the court. Nat Norman found a spot where there wasn't a black bear who could get the ball. Nice serve. Balo puts it away. Sometimes you can have the block on the best hitter, and she will just knock you right off the net. That's what happened right there. Colts were there. Balo knocked the block off the net.
Yeah, she's in this game, and she knows she wants to win, and she's doing everything she can.
Bad first ball. Nicola puts it in. Ball's up. Colts block it, pull it out of the net, and get it across. Ball's dug deep. Libero comes up with it. That is into the middle. Outside now. Balo, and they can't get to cover. Balo again. That time she turned the line a little bit, Brett, using the block. She hit the ball off the Lady Colts arm right there. They couldn't recover. This time the server, number 3, Remy Lewis, puts it out of bounds for the Lady Black Bears. Point Colts.
Big break.
7-5, Meadowbrook with the lead. Summer Ginn with the serve. Smith with the set. Balo hits it. Good dig by Journey Nicola. Here's a hit by Norman. Back to the outside. Balo gets it. Norman, nice roll over the net. Balo puts it up. Dumped across. That's smart volleyball by number 12, Kelsey Smith, the setter. Bump was, that was Avy Wright putting the ball across on the second ball.
Serving for the Lady Bears is number 14, Haley Balo.
Balo with the serve now. That puts her in the back line. Sitchna is set to the outside. Back out now. Olinger's hit. Dug up now. Here's a hit. Turning the line. That didn't make it across the tape. No touch by the Lady Black Bears. We're all even at 7.
Yeah, they're doing a handful to try to get that ball to, I believe, Nat Norman on that outside, but not very successful right now.
Balo's serve is a good one. Journey Nicola bumps it up. Shoot set to the middle. That's blocked. Lila Thompson got up and hit it. That's a great job there. That is number 6, Avy Wright, and she leads the team in blocks for Riverview. 8-7 Black Bears. Balo's serve to the middle. Hit again. This time, the block is not there. That's Lila Thompson putting that ball away. Sitchna with a room service pass. Middle hitter puts it away.
Yeah, that had a good angle on it. You had 2 Black Bear defenders right there, but both of them getting a nick of the ball and then it going to the floor.
Smith with a set. Olinger with the hit. Number 10, Nat Norman could not dig that ball up. It came in a little high. That's Point Riverview, 9-8 Black Bears.
Serving for Riverview, number 4, Lyndon Fry.
Game to 25, 9-8 Riverview. That's service air. That's going to be even the score at 9.
We'll see if the Colts keep going to number 10, Nat Norman. Right now it does not look like this is her best set. Even play at the net and even defense in that back line. It's just kind of been a little shaky to start.
Nicola's serve to the outside. Hit by Olinger. They can't dig it up. Schulteis could not get there. Came off the block.
Substitution for Riverview.
10-9 Riverview. Kelsey Smith, the setter, with the serve. That ball is in. That's a service ace for Kelsey Smith.
An uncommon mistake for the Lady Colts. You don't typically see that.
Well, they turned. They thought it was out of bounds. Usually they'll go for the dig if they think it's in. That ball's up. Number 9, that time Summer Ginn could not reel that serve in, so that's a good serve, 12-9 Riverview. Nicola will have to roll that. Schulteis, that's a good hit. To the backline hit. They're going to say touch at the net. That's going to make it 13-9 Black Bears. Riverview is having it their way. Good game so far, Brett.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook taking a timeout. So, not a familiar position for the Colts, down 13-9 in the first set. And, Coach Zender, I know exactly what she wants to do right now. Tell her girls they need to be composed. Right now, they look extremely razzled. They just look like they've been hit, taken aback, and they're trying to figure out where they are.
You were talking about Nat Norman. What I've noticed with Nat is right now she's not getting a good approach. You have to back up after you don't have the first ball and get ready to hit. Nat's not a big girl. She's got a real strong arm, and she's a good hitter, but she needs to get some approach. So we'll see if the Lady Colts can get Nat Norman going. She's one of their top hitters this year.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, taking a look at what they need to be doing, I've also noticed that Meadowbrook, when they've had the chance to serve, Riverview has been receiving very well. And that's a big key to success for the Black Bears tonight.
Well, I talked with Coach Olinger, Coach Rose Olinger. She said last time the Lady Colts targeted the outside hitters with serves. Doing the same thing this time, they're doing a better job digging the ball. So better passes. There's a nice pass. Sichna outside. Big hit, 13 Smithberger. Ball does not go across, and that's going to be a double hit. Point Colts.
That was a good answer coming out of that timeout for Meadowbrook to get that point back on the board, to get that game a little bit closer and get the serve.
And Addie Sichna, who had a good run first time when she served, back in. Here's the serve. That's a good one. Dug out of bounds, and that's going to be point Colts, 13-11. Sichna's serve is giving the Black Bears some problems.
Coming out of that timeout, as we mentioned, that is a couple straight points, which I believe, I don't know if I have my score wrong or their score wrong, but I had 13-11, but that says 13-12. So
ball's out of bounds. That'll make it 14-12. So back to serve now. That's number 13, Layla Olinger for the Lady Bears. Ball's in. Schulteis with a good dig to the middle. Ball's hit. Pulled out. Bears get it across to the middle. Ball's dumped. Hit again. Fry with the up. There's a hit. Colts keep it alive and get it across. Ball's in. Fry to the middle. Dump. That's going to be a point to the Black Bears, 15-12. That's a big point right there. Olinger's serve is in. Ball's up. Tight. To the middle. Good up. Sichna. Now there's the pass. Fry passes it back. It's going to be tight to the net. Good set. Schulteis. Dug across by the Lady Colts. Picked up now. Halo gets it. Oh, my goodness. That's an excellent tip there by Nora Smithberger. She gets the ball across. Lady Bears weren't ready for that. 15-13. Sometimes you need a little luck.
Hey, the element of surprise, can't be afraid to use that a little bit. And now Colts with the serve.
Ball's in. That's going to be tough to bring back. Fry back there. She can't get it. And no. Point Meadowbrook, 15-14.
That was close, Bill. Especially because she kind of hit that from the wall.
Carolander now with the serve. 15-14. Bears by 1. Ball's in. To the outside. Balo with the hit. And wow. That time the Lady Colts couldn't close the block. Balo takes advantage. 16-14 Riverview.
For the Lady Bears is number 3, Remy Lewis.
Lewis's serve. Ball's up. Sitchna to the middle. That ball's hit. That ball's hammered. Schulteis.
You want to talk about a response, Bill?
16-15, and she goes back to serve now.
Balo for Riverview having that big hit, and then shortly after, Meadowbrook said, okay, you want to bring him to the table? Let's bring him to the table.
We'll hammer it back. Ball's in. Good up. To the middle. Dumped. Sitchna with the set. Smith has to handle it. Fry bumps it up. That ball's blocked by the Colts. To the backside. Balo will roll. Ball's up. Sitchna. There's a backside hit. That's out of bounds. No touch by the Bears. It'll be point Riverview, 17-15. Riverview with the lead. Tight game, Brett.
And that's exactly what we expected out of these two teams coming into the Sweet 16 matchup.
Alverson comes in and serves to the outside. That ball's out of bounds. Nat Norman. Set was a little bit behind her. Probably should have rolled that ball a little bit more. Took something off of it. 18-15, 3-point lead for Riverview. It's out of bounds. Point Meadowbrook.
Checking back into the game for the Colts is number 9, Summer Ginn.
Summer Ginn into the game to serve. 18-16 Riverview with a 2-point lead. First set here. Ginn serve is in. Fry digs it up. They'll have to free ball across. Sitchna, long set to the outside. Norman puts it down. That's what we're looking for. Good approach, good hit. 18-17, 1-point lead for the Black Bears. Summer Ginn to serve again.
Hoping she shook off a little bit of that rust and now getting the ball where she wants to place it on those hits.
Serves in. Good up this time. Bump set. Nicola pulls it out, and Norman with the roll. That's a good roll. Ball comes across, out of bounds. Good talk by the Lady Colts. 18-18. We're all even. 7-point game for the set. Riverview wants to talk things over. We're going to take a break as well. The score 18-18. We'll be back with more right after this.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Welcome back. We're at Pickerington North High School. We've got a good one here. Meadowbrook and Riverview, 18-18. Girls regional semifinal action. Winner of this game will play the winner of the London Circleville game, which comes up right after this. All right, Summer Ginn with the serve.
Time to see what adjustments were made out of that timeout as we are tied at 18.
Ginn's serve is in. Dug up by Olinger. To the back line. Balo's hit is out of bounds. No touch. That's point Meadowbrook.
And for the first time in a while, Bill, the Colts now have a lead in this first set.
Balo got behind that ball. She hit the ball behind her ear, sailed out of bounds. Fry with a dig up. That's tight. Ball goes across. Oh, Germany Nicola can't get back to the corner. Summer Ginn came up. And Nicola couldn't get there. That's going to tie the game up 19-19.
That was such a beautifully placed ball off that, weak hit too.
Smart play by Smith. Smart play. Because the dig was tight to the net. All right, here's the serve. Haley Balo. Nice dig by Nicola. Middle hit.
Little miscommunication there from the Black Bears. You had two of them looking at it, talking to each other, but neither of them decided to hit the ball.
Boy, at this point in the game, you can't have miscommunication. You have got to talk. Norman with the serve. That ball's in. Fry digs it up. Back line. Balo with a hit. Nicola pulls it in. Sitchna pulls it in tight. Number 13, Norris Smithberger, cannot get to that ball. And 2020, it's going to put the ball in the hands of Remy Lewis, the Black Bears libero. Serve is in. Sitchner with the set to the middle. Balls, they're going to say that's on the floor. So that'll be point Lady Colts.
From my angle, Bill, it did kind of look like that ball got hit before it hit the ground.
You can put your hand down. That's called a pancake. If you put your hand on the floor and it hits your hand, that's good. But if it's any part of the floor, it's point. Nice serve. Trouble, and that's going to be point Meadowbrook. And that's a big point, 22-20 right now, and another timeout. We're going to take a break as well. Meadowbrook has a 2-point lead, 22-20. First set. Back with more right after this.
Pure Love Bakery in Byesville is a family-owned and operated business that specializes in delicious, edible creations for all occasions. From custom-made cookies, cakes, cupcakes, brownies, donuts, and other sweet treats, Pure Love Bakery is sure to satisfy that sweet tooth. For more information on how you can order your custom-made dessert, call Pure Love Bakery at 740-685-1133. Check them out online at purelovebakeryohio.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
We are back. Good volleyball tonight. Meadowbrook with a 22-20 lead on the Riverview Lady Black Bears. Boy, it's been back and forth. Riverview with a surge. They went ahead through the middle of this set, but Meadowbrook has come back strong. Right now, Journey Nicola is back on the service line, and she's having a good game from behind the stripe.
Yeah, we'll see if Meadowbrook can do the right stuff to close this first set out.
Jump serve by Nicola. That's a good one. Oh, little confusion as number 3, Remy Lewis, went for the ball, and number 4, Lyndon Fry, the libero, went for it, and nobody could do anything with it. 23-20, that's a big point. Serve is in. Fry's pass is good. Dig is up. Nice one by Norman. Free ball across by Journey Nicola. Smith with the set to the middle. Ball's up. Sitchner with a set. Hit! Dug up by the Bears. Outside. Ollinger's hit. Norman to the back. Now Nicola up. Schulteis with a roll across. That's out.
Very close call. Very good hit, but just a little too much.
Good roll. Good idea by Schulteis. Just out of bounds, 23-21. That's a big point for Riverview. Ball's in. Sitchner. Hit in the middle, blocked. Sitchner across. Smith gets it up. Fry now with the set. Never came across. Point Meadowbrook, 24-21. And guess who is back on the service line? It's Sitchner. She's had a good game serving the ball.
That is who you want if you're Meadowbrook.
Set point. Good up, good set to the outside. Ollinger hits it. Dug up, but that's going to be point Lady Bears. 24-21.
With that kind of force, it's a bit difficult to get there to that ball to get that point on.
One arm dig is not good. Short serve, that's out of bounds. Point Meadowbrook. That's it. Tough way to lose a match.
But hey, that's 1 of 3 potential.
All right, our score in the first match. Meadowbrook 25, Riverview 22. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our second set right after this.
Good luck to the Meadowbrook Colts volleyball team in the OHSAA volleyball tournament. Your hard work and teamwork make us proud. This message of support comes from Bridget T-Tack and the entire team at Attain Wealth Partners, cheering you on all the way.
Southeastern Ohio Credit Union in Caldwell has moved. The credit union is now located at 306 North Street and has a drive-through ATM and night deposit for your convenience. It's easy to join Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Guernsey, Noble, or Washington County can become a member. Members have access to savings and checking accounts and loans. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union also has offices in Cambridge and Marietta. SoutheasternOhioCU.org or contact the credit union at 740-732-2980 or 1-800-357-8586.
Come in now to King Carpet right here on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Ohio. We have 25 skids of top-down waterproof plank flooring ready to move right now. Price to move, plus about 100 different remnants and rolls of carpet, the fuzzy stuff. Need a little help budgeting? Take advantage of 12 months, same as cash, right now through Synchrony. Call for a free estimate celebrating quality, value, and service you can trust. Come and get it today!
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
It's Jimmy Silvers from Swimaway, wrapping up this season. We want to thank everybody for the ongoing support in business. That's right, we've got year-end closing kits by BioGuard. It works off temperature, does a great job, and in the spring, it'll be all clear and sparkling. You ready for next summer? Have your 24-foot round, 52-inch deep pool installed now. That way it'll be all ready for spring. Open it up and swim. We have 3 in stock right now. Total package with chemical and everything included, $4,250. Stop by, swim away, hey, hey, hey!
Welcome back to Pickering North High School. Meadowbrook takes the first set, 25-22. Boy, I'll tell you what, Riverview had an opportunity in that game, Brett, but, you know, Meadowbrook, they keep rallies alive. They keep the ball up in the air. They force you to make mistakes, and when you make a mistake, that's when they pounce on you.
Yeah, we looked at, the lead that Riverview had in that first set, and all they had to do was, maintain not only their composure, but maintain their level of play. And there were so many mental errors and small mistakes that should not have happened, especially at this level, that kind of just, helped the Colts come away with the first set win.
Well, Haley Balo starting out in the backcourt this game, but when she's in the front line, Black Bears are a different team. It's nice when you have that big hammer up front.
Yeah, she's done very well at, finding the open spot on the floor and even targeting specific Colts to get that point down.
One thing about the Colts is they've got 5 hitters, and they will spread the ball out. That's one thing that Addie Sichna does very, very well.
Beginning set 2 from the Colts serving is Nicola.
Nicola starts off serving. That ball's in and bumped out of, it goes out. Balo saves it in and doesn't make it across. 1-0 Lady Colts. First pass was bad. Journey Nicola.
If you look at her serves build, there's what we talked about. I mean, very rarely do you see much motion on those serves, which is trouble for any defender to dig up.
Good dig up by the Lady Colts. Sichna puts the ball down. She puts it away. Addie Sichna makes it 2-0 Meadowbrook.
Not too often of a frequent flyer in the kill department with Addie Sichna, but a great point there.
Bala with a great dig. Sichna with a back set. That's hit. Ball's brought up by the Bears. They get it across. Nice job by Schulteis. And one of the Bears in the net, I think.
That's what I could think of, because when she went to make that play, her right side of her body was kind of twisting away. I would think that she's under the net.
Your whole foot has to be under the net before you're actually under. Good block by the Lady Colts. Back set. That's hit. Blocked by Riverview. Picked up. Smith takes it across. Sichna to the middle. No, the outside. That's Schulteis. Dump back. Back set. Hit hard. Good dig by Balo. Bollinger with a hard hit. Schulteis puts it away. There was no block up. And Schulteis took advantage of that. 4-0 Colts.
Yeah, one of the longer rallies that we've had here. Not many rallies, but definitely a good response for the Colts. They did a great job.
If you're Riverview, you got to stop the bleeding now. Nicola's serve is good. Smith with the set to the outside. Olinger with a hit. Schulteis digs it up. Middle hit. Oh, that's a great job by Nora Smithberger. She finds an open space on the floor. Little tip. Nobody could get to it for Riverview. 5-0 Lady Colts. Fry's dig is good. Backline. Balo. Nicola with a dig. To the outside. Schulteis with a hit. She puts it down. 6-0 Meadowbrook.
Continuing service for Meadowbrook is number 5, Jeremy Nicola.
Yes, Coach Olinger, that's pretty smart. She wants to talk things over. Meadowbrook with a great start in the second set. Colts have a 6-0 lead. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school volleyball on AVC Sports.
Winter's right around the corner, and you know what that means, Ohio? Time to get your home ready for the cold. At Moore Brothers Hardware in Byesville, we've got everything you need to winterize with confidence. We have everything you need for your heating system and furnace, and even insulation for your windows, making sure your windows are sealed tight. We're your one-stop shop for keeping the warmth in and the chill out. Need propane? We've got you covered. Need help with insulation or heating supplies? We've got that too. Don't wait till the first freeze. Stop by Moore Brothers Hardware in Byesville today. Our friendly team will make sure your home is safe, warm, and ready for winter.
Welcome back. Lady Colts have a 6-0 lead on Riverview. Journey Nicola putting tons of pressure on Riverview. She's putting her serves in, and boy, they have to get that pass up. Balo's in the back line right now. They've got to get her up around front. You want your big hammer up front, and right now Riverview doesn't have many answers.
Yeah, we talked about on this break here, you know, Meadowbrook's doing a great job, as you mentioned, getting that ball up, and they're getting opportunity after opportunity at the net, and it's leading to some easy points for
Middle
the
hit,
Colts.
that's down. That's Nora Smithberger.
No one told me if I was talking about it, it was going to happen.
Well, first of all, Sichna didn't have to move. That pass was perfect by Nicola. She had all kinds of options, and she chose the middle, and she picked right. Ball is out of bounds, so a service error by Journey Nicola, but a good run by the libero. Colts have a 7-1 lead.
Yeah, a mistake you don't typically see out of Nicola, but a huge break for the Black Bears as now they are 1-7.
Kelsey Smith, the setter, with the serve. Ball's up, and Colts can't get to it.
It looks like that was just a little bit too quick of play for the Lady Colts there to try and get any kind of thing set up.
The pass was too low for Sichna. She couldn't do much with it. Here's a better pass. Outside. Left the ball short. Sichna dumps it across. Smith now with the pass. Ball's dug up and blocked by Meadowbrook. That's going to be out of bounds. Point Colts, 8-2.
That's a block by Addie Sichna.
Well, when her rotation is across the front, she can block. Addie's a good blocker, and she's serving now. To the middle. Ball's blocked and up. Backline hit. That's Valentine. Dug up by the Bears. Olinger. And they're going to say Olinger's ball never went across. So that's point Colts, 9-2. Boy, Riverview is digging a hole right now. 7 points is a lot to overcome.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of reliance on Haley Balo, and what's tough about that is her positioning on the court right now.
Sichna with a good serve. Long set, Olinger's hit, out of bounds, that's point Bears. 9-3. And now, Balo is in the front line.
And that's what you want for Riverview. You want to have your presence up front, and this is the chance. If Riverview wants to make a run, now is the time to do it.
Oh, the serve is out of bounds. Service error, bad time for service error, Layla Olinger. And a good job by one of the Colts backline players to call off the people that were trying to pass that ball. 10-3 Meadowbrook. Yeah, that's a nice job by Balo. finding an open space on the floor. Took something off that one. Block was right there, and she just rolled the ball right over their hands.
Yeah, and you have 3 Colt defenders who are in that back line who had to try and make a play on it. No success from either party.
Nat Norman with a hit now. Down the line, that's a nice hit. Had a single block that time, and Nat Norman beat the block. It's going to make it 11-4. Schulteis with the serve. Ball's in. Fry with the dig to the middle. Balo trying to find an open spot on the floor and didn't get enough on the ball. 12-4, 8-point lead for Meadowbrook.
They're doing a great job staying on top of things and not letting Riverview get any momentum.
Outside, Balo swinging. Good block by the Lady Colts. Back set. That's hit. Dug up now. Third ball has to go over. Free pass. Sitchin in the middle. That's number 12, Lila Thompson. She finishes it off. 13-4, Lady Colts with the lead. Schulteis' serve is in. Fry with the dig. That's tight. To the middle. Hit hard, but blocked. Valentine with the dig. Sichna to the outside. Norman hits the ball. Dug up by the setter. Fry now to the outside. Balo hits the ball. Dug up. Norman off the hands of the Riverview block. Smith to the outside. Balo. Good dig by Norman. To the middle. Dumped. Right now, Meadowbrook is picking everything up, 14-4, and that's putting all kinds of mental pressure on the Black Bears.
Yeah, if you're the coach for the Black Bears, you might think that you want to try and get a pause in the action before this gets too out of hand, but we're going to see what happens with the Lady Black Bears.
That's a good idea right there. Number 9, that's Haley Myers with the hit, and Myers from the opposite side. And sometimes when your hammer isn't getting the job done, you just set the other side, 14-5. 9-point lead for Meadowbrook. Ball's in. Dug up by Launder. That ball is just across by Norman. Balo. Dug up by Launder. Here's Norman. She has to throw it across. Fry gets it up. Smith with a set. Balo with a hit. That's blocked. Good pickup by Riverview. They get it across. Middle. Outside. Norman rolls it across. Short. Sichna with the set. Norman. Little. She takes something off of it. Oh, that was great. 15-5. The block was up there, but she rolled it over the block. They just couldn't quite get to it. 15-5 Meadowbrook.
Yeah, there's a big play there, and as I mentioned, Riverview needs to try and do something, and their something is to take a timeout and talk it over. So, Bill, we're going to take that timeout with them. We'll be right back. This is high school volleyball on ABC Sports.
Good luck to the Meadowbrook Colts volleyball team in the OHSAA volleyball tournament. Your hard work and teamwork make us proud. This message of support comes from Bridget Titak and the entire team at Attain Wealth Partners, cheering you on all the way.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77, Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville, off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
Welcome back to Pickerington North High School. Bill Castler, Brett Klein with you here. Brett, Meadowbrook comes back. They win that first set 25-22. Riverview, I think, thought they maybe had a win in the bag, and right now the Colts are playing some good volleyball. The Black Bears, they're a little bit upset, 15-5. Colts with the lead. Wander with the serve to the outside now. That is Balo with a good hit, dug up by the Colts. McCullough gets it across. It's a free ball to the middle. Outside now, Balo down the line. Point Meadowbrook. Tried to use the block and didn't get anybody to get a piece of it. 16-5.
Yeah, and that ball would have been placed really well, but just outside.
Well, when you're going to do that, you have to make sure you get a piece of that arm. Again, serve is up and good. To the outside now. Balo again. Ball's blocked. Ball's dug across. Smith with the set to the middle. Nicola with a good dig to the outside. Norman. Point Meadowbrook, 17-5. I'll tell you what, Haley Balo is a little frustrated right now. She cannot hit the ball down. The Lady Colts are all over her on the block. They're keying on number 14. Oliger gets the ball back up and dug across by Smith. Nicola's pass is up. Norman, that's a little bit too tall for Norman. She came in. I think she was looking for a shorter set that time, Brett. And Sitchna put it to the outside. That's going to be point Bears.
Yeah, you're going to hope that, especially with it going to Norman like that, that's not going to be a consistent issue with her. And luckily, just that one stoppage of play shouldn't be enough. And now we look at the Riverview side. We got
Balo with the serve. Oh, into the net, service air, 18-6.
Yeah, going back to that, previous set that was just a little bit too high. I guarantee they talked about that the second that happened. Hey, my bad, won't happen again.
Nat Norman back to serve. Ball is in. That was tight. 19-6. This is all but over. It's really going to be hard to come back from a 13-point deficit.
Yeah, and Riverview can't take a break. They have no timeouts left. Colts have both of their timeouts in case that Riverview decides that they want to make a run, and Meadowbrook looking for a chance to put this second set away.
That's one thing that can get you back in the game. Service error right there, 19-7. Got to put the ball in. Every serve that is in puts more pressure on the Lady Bears. Here's Fry with the serve. The libero puts it in. Oh, that's a good serve. Addie Sitchna can't get to it, 19-8.
Yeah, not quite sure if that was the best response to the, best service reception for the Colts there. They had a couple players behind that could have gotten that. But
Fry serves the ball out of bounds, service error. So in their last 3 serves, 2 service errors for the Lady Bears, 20-8. 12-point lead for the Colts. Journey Nicola, who started this game off with a bang, 7 straight points. And that's a good one. Balo can't come up with a dig. Nicola's got another point, 21-8.
This is where the Colts are most effective. Not only do they have a big, comfortable lead, but they have very effective service runs going on right now. And who better to lead that than number 5, Journey Nicola?
Fry's dig is up. That's good. To the outside now. Smith hits it, and she puts the ball down off the block. So Lady Bears trail 21-9. Myers' serve is in. Good dig up. Middle hit. Fry with a set to the back. That's Olinger. Good dig. To the outside. Schulteis with the hit. She puts it away. 22-9.
That was a great hit, and I was pretty impressed by what happened there because it was hit right down that line. And Riverview tipping it, now they're able to have an answer. And Bill, as we said before, she's just a freshman.
Yeah, unbelievable. Turning the ball beautifully. All right, Addie Sitchna with the serve, the senior setter. That ball's in. Fry with the dig. To the outside, Olinger gets the hit up. Fry with the set. Olinger rolls the ball across. Sitchna to the outside. Schulteis is blocked to the back. Valentine, that's dug up.
And that's great where you have that left-handed hitter there because that's the angle that she wants, as if she were a right-handed hitter.
Fry with the set to the outside. Olinger. Oh! Put it right in the bread basket of Addie Schulteis, and she could not dig that ball up.
Yeah, you could tell she was not expecting that because her reaction was, oh, crap, ball.
22-10. Happens sometimes. Took something off of it. That ball's in. Middle, back set. To the outside, Balo. Sitchna. Little dig into the middle. Balo puts it away. Nat Norman couldn't come up with a dig, and 22-11. Still an 11-point lead for the Lady Colts.
Yeah, with the position that they're in, I think Riverview is having an excellent response to being down. I believe it was 21-9, or a lot of points. So really good work by the Black Bears so far.
They're back in the game anyway. Sichna outside. Schulteis, great dig. Fry. Balo with a little roll to the outside. Schulteis, that's a hit off the block. Point Meadowbrook, 23-11.
Bill, I just watched two hits that if I were on the other end of them, I'm getting in fetal position. I'm not that would be the end of my day.
I've dug a few of those. I've had a few put in my face too. Tight set. Oh, Balo with a good hit. Fry gets it up. Smith with the set to the middle. Off the block. Picked up. Sichna to the backside. Valentine, that's blocked. Sichna to the outside. Norman, that's in. Nat Norman, she's starting to find it. She basically did that off a one-step approach, but she got a good hit down. Set point, 24-11 Colts.
Rewatching that, Bill, that ball was put right at the free throw line, so he couldn't have placed it any deeper.
Launder serve is in. Balo. Sichna with the set. Norman with the hit to the outside. Balo. And Balo right through the block that time. 24-12.
Yeah, if you're Meadowbrook, you want to keep your head on because you're 1 point away from going up 2-0 here in the regional semifinal. And, despite Riverview having a good run right now, they have a lot of ground to make up.
Can't afford a service error here. Sichna to the middle. That's pushed in the middle. That's point. That is it. Lady Colts take the second set. 25-12. They took the first one 25-22. 2-0 Meadowbrook. We're going to take a break. You're listening to high school volleyball on AVC Sports.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Pure Love Bakery in Byesville is a family-owned and operated business that specializes in delicious edible creations for all occasions. From custom-made cookies, cakes, cupcakes, brownies, donuts, and other sweet treats, Pure Love Bakery is sure to satisfy that sweet tooth. For more information on how you can order your custom-made dessert, call Pure Love Bakery at 740-685-1133. Check them out online at purelovebakeryohio.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here. Welcome back. Girls Division 4 Regional Semifinal action from Pickerington North High School. Bill Kassler, Brett Klein on the call. Right now, the Lady Colts are having it their way. They win the first set 25-22, the second set 25-12. Tell you what, that second set was all Lady Colts. Nice rally by Riverview in the second half of that, but boy, Meadowbrook dominated. They put all kinds of pressure on the Lady Bears.
Yeah, that's not the start that, obviously you go down 7-0, 9-0, as, the Lady Bears did, and that's not the start you want to that set at all. But then, once they got to that, after their second timeout, they finally started to click. They started to get good hits. They started to dig well. They started to look like that second seed Riverview Black Bear team that has made it to the regional semifinal tournament. And as we talked about, that second half is what you wanted to see from Riverview. So we'll see if they can continue that in the third.
Let's credit the Lady Colts block. They are all over Haley Balo, the big hitter for the Black Bears. I don't think that they've stopped her, but they're frustrating her. Basically, they're getting their hands on the ball, they're digging the ball up, and Balo hasn't been able to finish. Lady Bears want to get her in the front line, and they want to get her to finish a couple of good hits.
Yeah, and based on what I'm seeing right now, this third set is going to have Balo on that back line. So not an ideal starting position for Balo.
I think that's the way they started last time, too. So she's on the outside, so she'll rotate up, I think, the first rotation. I think she comes to the front line.
Yeah, and obviously the Bears look like they're going to have the set going into this third, and we'll see if it's the final. But, man, so far, you take away the first half of the second set, it's been such an incredible matchup between these two teams.
Kelsey Smith, the setter, will serve first for the Lady Bears.
It looks like they're getting their lineups in line over at the scorers table across from us. Of course, really quick, we're working with Claxton Communications. They're doing their stuff on WTNS, and then, we're sharing camera operators. So a big thank you to Andrew Dunlap, not only providing video for us, but
as
for
always,
WTNS and Claxton Communications.
The man can shoot.
That's what we need.
He's a shooter. All right. Hey, our officials, want to remind you, Mark Rose up on the ladder right now under the net. Jack Wells on the lines, Chris Howe and Lucy Clintworth.
It looks like they're trying to figure out. I don't know what they're trying to figure out.
I think they're looking at rotation is what they're looking at. They want to make sure that the teams start out in rotation.
Well, while they do that, hey, we can't be here without the support of our generous sponsors. So really quickly, a big thank you to Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, patrons of Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Swimaway Pool and Spa, and King Carpet, R.C. Rogers Company, Sturgill Construction, Moore Brothers Hardware, Pure Love Bakery, Brunner Land Company, Attain Wealth Partners, and of course, Cedar Rays Behavioral Health Solutions. Without your support of local female athletes, we couldn't be here tonight here at Pickerington North. And if you want to jump on for that regional final game, assuming Meadowbrook can make it, we will be following them to that matchup if we can be here Saturday.
Jump on, please. Smith's serve is in. Tight set. Across the net. Smith gets it up. Ollinger's hit is down, dug up by Norman Schulteis. And that ball rolls just out of bounds. So Riverview off to a good start here in this third match.
Yeah, only the first, serve of that set, but it looks like Riverview has kind of lit a flame under themselves, and they're playing a little bit different than they have in the first two.
Ball's in by Smith. Across the net again. Dug up by the Lady Colts. Back set. Smithberger is going to hit it again, and she's got it in. Nora Smithberger puts the ball down. It's dug up. She puts it down again. 1-1. That's going to put Addie Sitchna behind the service line. Addie's been one of the more effective servers, her and Journey Nicola. Ball's in. Fry digs it up. Smith set to the outside back line. Balo with the hit. Schulteis, roll across. Fry puts it up. Smith. Ollinger with the hit. That's blocked. Out of bounds. They're going to say that's a point to the Lady Bears as no Riverview player touched the ball. Good block.
Yeah, that's a close call, but obviously the man in the chair is right there to see all of that, and good heads-up play by the Black Bears to notice that ball is going to be out of bounds and no contact.
Smith's serve is in. Sitchna to the outside. Smithberger, that ball's across out of bounds. Point Colts, 2-2.
Checking into the match for Meadowbrook is number 6, Carol Lautner.
Carol Onder comes in to serve now for Meadowbrook. Backline specialist. Kara's a junior. That ball's in. Smith with the set. Hit to the middle. That's a good hit. That was I think that was number 13. That was Layla Ollinger. And she really put that ball down. Hammer. Service by Lewis. Sitchna's pass is up. Norman with the back set now. And Journey Nicola cannot pull that pass in. That's going to make it 4-2 Riverview. So the Lady Bears off to a good start here in this third set. Nicola's pass is up. Sitchna to the outside, Norman. That ball's in. They keep Norman. You have to keep her off the net a little bit, Brett. Give her some room.
Yeah, I would have thought that the Lady Bears would have let that one go. It looked like it was in the trajectory to go past that back line, but a contact made from the Black Bear backline defender.
Schulteis. Balo's hit is blocked and picked up by Meadowbrook. To the outside, that's Valentine. Ball's in and the Colts save it. They're going to say antenna violation. She didn't pull it in enough. 5-3 Riverview. The antenna goes up eternally.
Into the game for Riverview is number 2, Addison Alderson.
Alderson's serve is inbounds. That's a service ace. 6-3 Riverview.
This is much better of a start compared to the first 2 sets, and even that second set particularly. This is the Riverview that, you want to see play against these Meadowbrook Colts.
I'll tell you something right now, you're down 2 sets. You have got to play hard here in this third to keep yourself alive. Good dig to the outside. Norman. It's going to be rolled across by Balo. To the outside, Norman. In the middle, no man's land. Balo can't come up with it. 6-4. Brett, this is what the Colts do. They pick the ball up and they keep themselves in play. They keep the score close, and before you know it, they jump out ahead of you.
Yeah, and that was a good response following, Riverview's fantastic start to, get some points on the board for the Colts.
Ginn's serve is in and tipped back across. The pass was up near the net. Nice job by one of the Bears there to tip it across. 7-4 Riverview. Balo with the serve. That ball's in. Good dig. Middle. Blocked. Ginn with the pickup. Norman to the outside. Ball's in. Natalie Norman. She finds a way to put points on the board.
Yeah, her name has been called quite a bit tonight, whether it's, for good or for bad. She has had a lot of good moments, and, she's definitely shaking off that first set.
Service by Norman is out of bounds. 8-5 Riverview. Lyndon Fry, the libero, with the serve. Nicola with the dig. Into the middle. Balo with the dig. Olinger with the hit. Sitchna to set. Outside. Ball's up. And put down. That is number 4, Addie Sitchna. Turning the ball down the line. 8-6.
Great sequence of events there, and you don't typically see Addie Sitchna in that position to be the power to send it across, and now we have a...
Here's the serve they've had trouble with. Journey Nicola puts the ball in. Fry. Dug across by Olinger. Ball's bumped up. Sitchna with the set. Schulteis with a hit. Blocked by Riverview. Ginn. Schulteis with a hit. Fry digs it up. Ball's across. Good job by Meadowbrook. Schulteis rolls it back. Smith with the set. Olinger hits up. Addie Sitchna could not come up with that dig, and that's point Riverview. 9-6 Bears. She was thinking about it. Kelly Zander was thinking about a timeout. 9-6 Riverview. Middle hit. Both. Double hit. And they're going to give a point to the Colts on the double hit. That's going to put Addie Sitchna back serving 9-7. Boy, this is where the Lady Bears have to get a pass up. Balo's pass. Smith sets it. Olinger. It's blocked. To the back. Never went across. That was number 9, Haley Myers. She could not pull the ball in. 9-8. Here comes Meadowbrook.
Yeah, Zinder doing a good job not calling that timeout because she just let her, her players do what they do best and not only compose themselves but show why they've made it here 6 times in a row.
Olinger tries to roll the ball to a spot on the floor where Meadowbrook, and she does not get the ball across the net. 9-9. Mark it down. That's pretty key right there. Sichna with her second serve, and Addie Sichna is another server who have given the Riverview Black Bears some problems.
The trio of Norman, Sichna, and Nicola definitely trouble for the Black Bears and for any team that they come across, but we'll see the response of the Bears.
Olinger gets it off the arm of Valentine, and that time a good turn down the line. So that's going to put Olinger back behind the service line. Ball's in. Nicola with the set. Schulteis, that's a hand. Boy, she hammered that. Olinger went down to get it, but that was hit hard. Right through the block. Big hit there by Addie Schulteis. Number 6, Kara Launders in to serve. Dug up to the middle, picked up by the Colts. Launder to the outside. Now Valentine puts it across. Smith with a set. Journey Nicola comes up with it. Now Fry with a set. To the outside. Good dig by the Colts. Valentine with a hit. Ball's up. Smith. Somebody else has to handle the set. That's rolled across by Riverview. Ball's in. Journey Nicola couldn't cover enough ground that time to get the ball. 11-10. Riverview has a 1-point lead. Ball's up to the outside. Norman. Smith now with the set. Balo blocked at the net. Colts have it. Sichna to the outside. Norman. That ball's in. Unable to come up with it. Number 3 that time, Remy Lewis, and that's point Meadowbrook, 11-11.
This back and forth is kind of a good showcase of which team is able to pull away when it comes to these longer rallies because every team is doing a good job blocking and digging that up right now.
Weak side hit, and Schulteis is going to get another serve. Nice block by the Colts. Looked like number 12, Lila Thompson, was right where she needed to be. Double block by the Colts. That's what you're looking for on the defensive side. Schulteis' serve is in. To the middle, Balo. Set to the outside, Balo again. Ball is out. That was close, but out. 13-11,
yeah,
2-point lead for the Colts.
Close, Did you notice how close that ball was to the, that line judge there? So, yeah. Good call.
Balo didn't have time to get a good approach. She couldn't wind up. To the outside, Balo's got an approach this time off the block. Sichna to the outside. Norman has to dump it across. Fry with the set. Balo. That ball's out of bounds. Blocked by the Colts. Point Riverview, 13-12.
Back into the game for Riverview is number 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Colts are sitting on number 14, Haley Balo, when she approaches to hit the ball. To the middle. Thompson's hit's no good. Balo with the hit. There's a set by Sichna to the outside. Norman off the block. Point Colts. Balo is looking at a double block every time she's set. That's tough to beat.
Yeah, and the Colts doing a good job. I noticed that as they did that, they were able to get a single defender in front of Norman, which, as we talked about up here, if you can do your best to divert the blockers and end up with the single, that puts you in a good spot.
Good hit from the weak side. That's Balo. And that's what she can do with a single block. You're not used to her coming from that weak side, and she was set, and she put it down.
Yeah, showcasing that arm strength that we've seen not only from pregame, but, as Black Bear fans have seen all season. She is one she's quite the competitor.
14-13, Colts by 1. Balo with the serve for Riverview. Journey Nicola's bump is good. Sitchna back. Norman rolls it across, blocked by the Bears. And ball's on the net. Nobody can get it from Meadowbrook, so that'll make it 14-14. Back and forth we go, Brett.
Much more of what you expected here in this game. And we'll see which team decides to pull away if they can.
Balo's serve. Out of bounds. Service error. 15-14 Meadowbrook.
Back into the game for the Colts is number 13, Nora Smithberger.
So right now you've got Balo back in the server spot in the rotation. They've got 3 more rotations to get her up front.
Yeah, and the Colts bringing in a good net defender in Smithberger.
Backline hit. Pounded off the block. That's in. That's one way to get your hammer involved. Balo with the backline hit. Fry with the serve. 15-15. That ball's in. Dug up to the middle. Hit hard. Picked up. Smith with a set. Ollinger with the hit. Picked up by the Colts. Sitchna puts it across. Fry. Smith to the middle. Tipped by Norman over Nicola. It's going to give the Bears the lead, 16-15. Fry's got another serve here.
Fry continuing service.
That ball's in. Nicola's got the bump up to the outside. Hit down. That's Smith, number 12. The overpass is hit back. Meadowbrook wants to talk it over. The score, Riverview 17, Meadowbrook 15. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school volleyball on AVC Sports.
Good luck to the Meadowbrook Colts volleyball team in the OHSAA volleyball tournament. Your hard work and teamwork make us proud. This message of support comes from Bridget T-Tack and the entire team at Attain Wealth Partners, cheering you on all the way.
Southeastern Ohio Credit Union in Caldwell has moved. The credit union is now located at 306 North Street and has a drive-through ATM and night deposit for your convenience. It's easy to join Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Guernsey, Noble, or Washington County can become a member. Members have access to savings and checking accounts and loans. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union also has offices in Cambridge and Marietta. SoutheasternOhioCU.org or contact the credit union at 740-732-2980 or 1-800-357-8586.
We're back. Girls Division IV Regional Semifinal action. Pickerington North High School. Bill Kassler, Brett Klein with you here. Number 4, Lyndon Fry getting ready to serve it in. The Black Bears have a 2-point lead over Meadowbrook. Ball's in. Sitchna comes back. That's a good set. Ollinger hits it hard, gets it across the net. Picked up by the Bears. Walked. Picked up by Sitchna. Nicola now. Back across. Smithberger with a hit. Dug up. Sitchna across. Smithberger rolls it back across. Picked up by the Bears. Little dump. Outside. Norman. Backline. Balo. Ball's tight. Picked up at the net by Riverview. Ollinger with the hit down the line. Nice job by the Lady Colts.
Impressive rally for both teams here.
Fry to the outside. Off the block. That's going to be point Riverview.
What a rally for both of those teams.
I'll tell you what, there were a handful of great passes in that rally, but Riverview comes up with a big point, 18-15, 3-point lead for the Bears. They're down 2-0. Ball's in. And up to the middle. Hit! That's in. That is number 12, Lila Thompson. That time, Sitchna had an opportunity to set the middle hitter, and boy, the middle hitter did not miss. Nicola with the serve, 18-16, Bears by 2. That ball's in. Balo with a bump to the middle. Ball's in, off the net. That's going to put number 12, Smith, the setter, behind the service stripe. 1916 Riverview. Ball's in. Sitchner with the set to the outside. That's a good hit. Good dig. Can't get it back in. Boy, when you hit the ball like that, that was number 13. That was Nora Smithberger. You get the ball up. That is a good dig. 1917. Bears by 2. Balo with the dig. Ball's up to the back. Sitchner with the set to the outside. Schulteis puts it down. 1918.
Schulteis definitely showing, why she leads her team in kills and kills per set, because that was one impressive hit.
Sitchner's serve is in. Balo puts it up. Smith with the set to the outside. Olinger. Colts dig it up. That's a cross. Ball tipped the tape, and number 9, Haley Myers, was right there. She couldn't come up with a dig. 19-19. We've got a great game here. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to high school volleyball on AVC Sports.
Come in now to King Carpet right here on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Ohio. We have 25 skids of top-down waterproof plank flooring ready to move right now. Price to move, plus about 100 different remnants and rolls of carpet, the fuzzy stuff. Need a little help budgeting? Take advantage of 12 months, same as cash, right now through Synchrony. Call for a free estimate celebrating quality, value, and service you can trust. Come and get it today!
We're back. We've got a great one here. 19-19. Third match between Riverview and Meadowbrook. Colts lead 2-0 in match score. Addie Sitchner has a serve. This third set, Riverview must have to stay in this game. Fry puts the ball up. Smith set to the outside. Olinger down the line and good. 2019 Bears.
That's a great hit down that line. Could not have placed that any better. And, you have someone like Nicola who's pretty good at getting that up, but when it's out of her reach like that, it's just tougher and tougher to get a play on it.
It's going to put number 13, that is Layla Olinger with the serve. Dug up by the Colts. Jump set. Ball's put across. Valentine, Sitchner. Schulteis. Touch and point Colts. Off the block, 20-20. I'll tell you what, Meadowbrook just continues to put pressure on Riverview.
Yeah, they are consistently pressuring the Black Bears when it comes to not only play at the net, but their hitters, as you mentioned, having so many options. It is so tough for the Black Bears to defend.
Wander's serve is, that is number 6. That's Carol Wander. Serve is good, 21-20. Service error like that, that's big. You can't make mistakes like that at this point in the game.
No, especially with how close it is. That could have been served better. And of course, you have one of your top servers in number 6, Karen Launder for Meadowbrook.
That's a good hit. Balo with the hit, it's blocked. Dug across by the Bears. Nicola with the dig to the middle. That's dumped. Picked up by the Bears. Balo, that's hit. Nicola can't pick that up. 21-21. Always a good option. Get it to your hammer. Number 14, Haley Balo. She puts the ball down. Lady Bears won't quit.
Yeah, and Balo in that good spot right now. She's on that front line, so able to, really help get that ball across with a good hammer.
Sitchner with a good dig. That's Norman to the outside. Dug up, free ball across for the Lady Colts. Sitchner to the outside. Norman! Point Colts. They're going to say that's in. Wow. Oh, that was close.
Really close call, but the benefit of having, 2 line judges like that, and even the one at the net on the other side, right in front of that action.
1 point lead for the Colts. Schulteis with the serve. Here we go. Norman digs it up across the net. Picked up by the Bears. Back set, Balo. That's blocked. Picked up by the Colts. Here's a set. Valentine. Big hit. Picked up. And Norman Big hit, picked up. Sitchna set. Norman, hit, block, point Bears. 22-22.
Black Bear fans, on that previous hit for Meadowbrook, they thought that there might have been a net violation, maybe try to get a bit too far over top of the net there, but, they ended up with that point, so.
Big point for the Bears, 22-22. Ball's out of bounds. That's big two, service error. You've got to get that ball in. Here's Summer Ginn. Senior with the service. That ball's in. Fry with the dig. To the outside, Balo. Hit! Nicola with the dig. Picked up by Sitchna. Rolled, and that's point! Matt Norman. Hit the ball off the block. 24-22. Game point. We're going to keep it right here. 24-22. It doesn't get any better than this. Riverview now in need of a couple of points. They need to rally here or they're done in this tournament.
Yeah, they can get, up to 24 points with Meadowbrook, but with it being as close as it is, at this point, you have to win by 2 in these sets. It's not like, you're a different, the fifth set obviously has different rules. You played a 15 there, but if Riverview wants a chance, they have to get 2 straight points in a row. Now, of course, the Colts have the serve. While it's not going to happen, that you can always try and bank on a service error because that's been a big issue for Riverview right now.
If you can't make any mistakes. That's right. Your passing has to be good. Your service has to be in.
So if you're Meadowbrook, you have to remain confident, and if you're Riverview, you have to know, one small mistake, and guess what? Your season is now on the line.
Number 9, Summer Ginn with the serve. She's a senior. Ball's in. Oh, it's out of bounds. That's it. Ollinger probably should have let that one go. That's going to do it. 25-22. Colts. They will play again. They'll play the winner of London and Circleville coming up right after this. My goodness. The Lady Bears stayed in this game, but they just could not find a way to put the Colts away.
Yeah, and that final point, such a brutal blow for the Lady Bears. And they have done such a great job within that third set to turn around from that second one to, make it a close match. But what a tough way to end your season for the Lady Bears.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Coach Zender is happy it's not an ending for her team. She's going to be playing in the regional finals. They'll be here on Saturday. They'll take on the winner of London and Circleville. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with a wrap-up from Pickerington North High School right after this.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
It's Jimmy Silvas from Swimaway, wrapping up this season. We want to thank everybody for the ongoing support in business. That's right, we've got year-end closing kits by BioGuard. It works off temperature, does a great job, and in the spring, it'll be all clear and sparkling. You ready for next summer? Have your 24-foot round, 52-inch deep pool installed now. That way it'll be all ready for spring. Open it up and swim. We have 3 in stock right now. Total package with chemical and everything included, $4,250. Stop by, swim away, hey!
Winter's right around the corner, and you know what that means, Ohio? Time to get your home ready for the cold. At Moore Brothers Hardware in Byesville, we've got everything you need to winterize with confidence. We have everything you need for your heating system and furnace, and even insulation for your windows, making sure your windows are sealed tight. We're your one-stop shop for keeping the warmth in and the chill out. Need propane? We've got you covered. Need help with insulation or heating supplies? We've got that too. Don't wait till the first freeze. Stop by Moore Brothers Hardware in Byesville today. Our friendly team will make sure your home is safe, warm, and ready for winter. Good luck to the Meadowbrook Colts volleyball team in the OHSAA volleyball tournament. Your hard work and teamwork make us proud. This message of support comes from Bridget T-Tack and the entire team at Attain Wealth Partners, cheering you on all the way.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here. Welcome back. We're at Pickerington North High School. Meadowbrook advances 3-0 in match play. They beat the Riverview Lady Black Bears 25-22, 25-12, 25-13. They are still unbeaten in regional play. Nobody has yet to beat them. Hey, we want to thank our sponsors, Brett. Without them, we couldn't be here. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Swimaway Pool and Spa, Moore Brothers Hardware, Attain Wealth Partners, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, R.C. Rogers Company, King Carpet, Surgeon Construction, Pure Love Bakery, and Bruner Land Company. Again, without these sponsors, we could not be here tonight. And the Lady Colts come away with a big win, so we are going to be back on Saturday.
Yeah, and of course, if you're a business and you want to support the Lady Colts, make another trip back to the regional finals. Now, this is further than they made it last year because they lost in this matchup, in the prior season to Warren. So this is going to be a chance to go to the state Final Four. And obviously, as you're looking at some game highlights here, courtesy AVC Sports and some replay, some great camera work by Andrew Dunlap. We want to thank him tonight for the video. But if the Colts can make it back to a Final Four, then that's kind of what we're looking for. And if you want to be on one of these games to not only hear your commercial, see your logo, and get listen to us talk about you, then contact us at AVC Communications 740-432-5605 and talk to any one of our sales reps, and we can get you on one of these games. There is still time. Of course, we have high school football tomorrow, Bill, and then we'll be back Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. in this same spot. So look for us to be right here.
Pick North High School. It's easy to find. So put it in your GPS, and you'll be directed here. It's not hard to get to. Nice facility, too.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, and the Colts will be taking on the winner of this match, which is right in front of us, the London Red Raiders, who come in at 15-9, and the Circleville Tigers, who are 19-6 this year. So, good match by the Lady Colts, and they live to play another day, which is always the motto in tournament play. You just want to advance to the next round. And Meadowbrook started off first match very, very tight. They came back and won, ended up winning 25-22. Second set, it was the Libero.
25-12.
The Libero, yeah. I'm trying to. Journey Nicola started off. She served 7 points in a row in, and boy, Riverview could never overcome that. Easy win for Meadowbrook, 25-12 in the second set. Third set, 25-23. It was a tight game all the way through, but in the end, too much pressure on the Lady Bears as Meadowbrook just kept passing. They kept picking the ball up. They did what the Lady Colts have done as long as Kelly Zender's been the coach. They just played good, sound, fundamental volleyball and kept the ball alive.
Yeah, and you look at, the playoff run that Meadowbrook has had. Obviously, you could look at that and say they haven't lost a set. They must be the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, they get played close, and you can see in instances where, in the event that they are played close, they do a great job at responding well. They have great defense at the net. They have a lot of hitters, as we've talked about multiple times tonight, a good group of hitters who are able to really put a lot of pressure on the opposing defenders, whether it's at the net, single block, double block. To them it doesn't matter because they know that they're going to get it to the right person and do the best read that they can to try and get it, to the other side and get points.
Riverview has a great hitter, number 14, Haley Balo. And incidentally, she's a senior, just played in her last game here in high school, but she's a great hitter. But the Lady Colts, they had an eye on her, and I'll tell you what, just about every time she was set, she was looking at a double block. And if you're a hitter, you don't want to be looking at a double block all night long.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook, their defense, a great job, not only blocking at the net, but there were so many long rallies that they were capped by great digs, great blocks, and then Meadowbrook, a fantastic passing team.
Passing will take you a lot further than hitting usually. You find that out. It's all about passing in volleyball. And a great job by the Lady Colts. And those seniors, Journey Nicola and Addie Sichna and Summer Ginn and Nora Smithberger will get to play another game. Oh, Summer Ginn, I don't want to forget about Summer either. They live to play another day. And, Colts still looking to win win the crown. They want the brass ring. They want to get into the state Final Four. They want to win that semifinal and get a chance to win the title.
I would have to agree, Bill. They, as we talked about at the beginning part of this broadcast, out of 2 of the last 3 years, they made it to the state Final Four and just came up short. So they're going to do everything that they can to go for gold and claim the prize at the end of the tunnel and what they have not been able to do so far.
Let's thank our sponsors one more time. Bruner Land Company, Pure Love Bakery, Surgeon Construction, King Carpet, R.C. Rogers Company, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Attain Wealth Partners, Moore Brothers Hardware, Swim Away Pool and Spa, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Without these sponsors, we could not be here. Brett, final score. One more time, Lady Colts come away with a 3-0 win in sets. They beat the Riverview Black Bears 25-22, 25-12, and 25-23. For Brett Klein, I'm Bill Kastler. Please drive safely and have a great rest of your night. We'll see you back here on Saturday.
This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.